My name is Carolyn Price, but everyone calls me Cece. Working at Help Services, I have had several women and men who has been in abuse relationship, and because I have been in it myself, I was able to relate to them. We was able to talk. Thought I was in love. I got married, pregnant, thought everything was fine. I believe I was 5 months pregnant with the first child, the first time he hit me. And I was just in shock. I didn't know who to turn to, what to say. I honestly thought it was, I brought it on. When he was choking me, all I can see was pictures of my kids. Flashes, just pictures just come to my mind. And it's like it just went dark. My son, he was shaking me and said, "Mama, Mama, wake up." And when I woke up, I saw the fear in my kids. I had to get out. I didn't know what to expect. When you hear the word shelter, I was thinking of bunks. I just didn't know. And when I got there and saw how wonderful it was, I prayed that night, cried that night, and knew that from this day on, I was going to be okay. Hope talked to me about the transition housing program, and that's how I was able to move into my own place. After working several jobs, I decided I need to go back and finish school. So I went back to TWU and eventually getting my degree in social work. If I would have stayed in my marriage, I probably would have been dead. Now I have one kid in college. I am a grandmother of 4. My life is great. My kids are great. They saved my life.
This is our 41st year. All of us started on the same day. It was quite a job at that time. But over the years, it's been a real blessing, I think, for all of us.
I've done it all, I think. I've put them in my car. I've ridden the bus.
I've volunteered in the kitchen. I've ridden the bus.
I ride on the school bus with the children.
I've driven the cars. I've been in the classroom.
I've served on the board.
I've always worked in the kitchen.
I've chopped lots of vegetables in the kitchen.
And I was instrumental in getting their first seed money to get started.
I think education early in life is very important. The first steps in getting ready to read, the first steps in being in a classroom.
A lot of the children don't even have magazines in their homes. And it's wonderful to watch them learn to handle books and love to be read stories.
When you see one of them succeed at something, you go, hey, that's neat, and it's fun to tell them so.
I think that there would be a lot of troubled kids if they didn't have the basis that they get here.
We should have learned by now it costs less to educate a child than to pay that child's way through life, or to pay that child's way through prison, or to pay that child's way through a poor health situation all during their life, all of those kinds of things. And education is a lot cheaper.
I think that it has changed lives in a very positive way. And without United Way, it wouldn't be possible. We don't just wear the t-shirt.
We live united.
My name is J.C. Smith. I'm a carpenter. I own a small business. I built fences. We were doing really well. I had several trucks, quite a few employees. We worked hard 6, 7 days a week. I mean, it was pretty much never ending. My phone stayed ringing all the time. Business was doing good. We were making very, very good money. The job market just quit. The work just stopped coming in. I started having to let some of my guys go. It broke my heart because most of them had been with me since the beginning. The next thing you know, I've got bill collectors starting to call me, utilities threatening to get turned off. You don't sleep. You don't eat. You can't think straight. You just can't. It's terror. The way that I found out about interfaith was through a friend of mine, Jack. I came into interfaith and sat down and talked with Condell, and Condell was just amazing, amazing. A lot of fear went away. A lot of it did. Interfaith Ministries, to begin with, they helped us with food. They helped us with part of our rent, and they introduced us to Hope Incorporated. Well, Hope helped us with an entire month's worth of rent. As a matter of fact, saved us from an eviction. And had it not been for them, right on top of Christmas, we would have been evicted. Things are starting to actually get better. The phone's starting to ring, business is starting to pick up. I'm coming home tired and sore again, but it's a good sore. So I'm starting to build some pride back, and it feels good. I can actually walk through my community, walk through my hometown, and look at somebody and smile and mean it, and it feels good.
There are all kinds of community projects and organizations that the United Way supports, and I think it makes the community come together as a community in support.
These agencies are a lifesaver, and without these agencies, there'd be so many people not getting help.
Throughout the years, I donated to those programs myself, and sometimes I got a little cheap about it. Now then, I regret pinching that penny, because now then I'm on the other side of that fence. And now I know what that means to you. It means sustaining a family. It means keeping a family together. It means feeding that family. It means keeping a roof over their head. It means dignity.